Okay, so I've just got back from my second doctor's appointment at the Laurels, and it went a lot better than I thought it would. I got my results back, my blood test results back yesterday. I'm going to pick them up from the doctors eventually, because they've got a new system and they're all a bit incompetent. But yeah, I got those back, and I was having a look through them, which I wish I didn't do, although I am glad I did because I'd actually missed one off. But yeah, I was looking through them and I discovered that my prolactin levels were high and one of my liver function tests was slightly low, which sent me off into a blind panic, thinking it's going to be God knows how many months until I get repeats done and send them off, then they're happy with them, if they're happy with them, and all the rest of it. And so I was just devastated. I didn't see the point of going today and I was just being a grump. But I dragged myself down there today and I was just waiting for the moment she spotted that this level was too high. And she did, and she was like, oh, that's a bit high. I was just like, so what does this mean? Does this delay anything? And she was like, no, I can't see why it would. I know it has delayed other people in the past, but she didn't seem that bothered by it, which is good for me. It's not something deadly that's going to kill me. It's just not quite how it should be. It could be down to all the stress going on, although I wouldn't have thought it affected it that quickly. But she seemed to think it would, so I don't know. But yeah, we went through the consent forms again for testosterone, and sort of touched on a few things that had been picked up in my therapist appointments, such as beginning to look my age, just making sure I was aware that that would happen. And then she took my blood pressure, my height and my weight. They're all normal. My pulse was a bit high, but it generally is when I'm getting those things done. So there was no real cause for concern. She gave me shit again about smoking a bit, but it wasn't a no, and I literally have like one or two a day. So yeah, I can see their concern and I understand that. I just feel like rebelling against the fact that I have to be a perfectly healthy human being in order for them to give me tea. It's like you wouldn't cut the balls off a cis male who started smoking. And I'm not very good at sleeping without it. But, that's my one thing that I'm trying to rebel against the NHS with, at the cost of my own health. It's my excuse. So yeah, it went really well, and she says she's going to send a letter out in a couple of weeks to my GP, asking them to prescribe me tea, which is awesome. I'm actually finally getting somewhere, I can't believe it. Yeah, it's fantastic. The one thing with my prolactin is that they will get another test of that done along with my 4 weeks on tea, full blood count, just to keep an eye on it, and if it goes massively off the scale, which it shouldn't do, and testosterone should actually possibly slightly bring it down, then, they might start rethinking things, but it shouldn't be a problem from what they were saying. I'm just so relieved. I didn't think it would go like that. I thought it would be awful. I can't believe I'm finally getting somewhere. It's amazing. I first went to the GP about this in November 2013. And it's actually a year yesterday that my referral was sent off to the Laurels. So for a bit of a time scale, that's what it was like for me. When my referral actually got sent off on January the 27th, 2014. So yeah, a year on, this is where I am. It's bloody amazing. I just can't believe it. I'm going to be obsessively checking the post until this letter comes, and then I'm going to be running straight back round to the GP surgery like I was in my last one. It's absolutely fantastic. And yesterday in the post I got my letter to change my passport, so as soon as the passport form comes in I will be sending that off. You can do it online, I think you can still do it online if you're changing your gender, but I don't have a working printer. I just can't be bothered to buy ink for it, so I'm just going to get them to send me it. So I should be getting a passport in my new name, and gender. Everything's coming together at last, and it's amazing. I just wanted to obviously share my news and my excitement and everything. It's fantastic. So to everyone who is wondering how long it will take and thinks I'll never get there, I understand. I was like this last night. It felt like every time I was getting somewhere and I was getting vaguely hopeful that something would come down and ruin it. But you do actually get there in the end, and it does all come together, and when it does, it is fantastic. Obviously there's possibly still some hurdles in my GP surgery just being a bit useless, and I've still got to get to the point where I've got that needle in my arse, but yeah, it's amazing. And the other thing she mentioned was in my next appointment they'll start thinking about talking about chest surgery, which is brilliant. That is something I desperately need. That'll just give me a better life. I'm not turning down overtime or not going out and trying to find some friends and stuff because I can't deal with binding any more than I do now. Yeah, I can't wait for that. But to get the first step and to have someone say, yeah, you're sane enough, you're decided enough, you're confident enough, you know who you are, and I'm going to prescribe you testosterone, and I believe in you. It's kind of like I believe in you. I believe that you have the capability of knowing who you are and going through these permanent changes. And to know that in the not so far distant future, I will start to go through the puberty that I should have always had. And it's the first step of many, but it's amazing. Yeah, I'm just so relieved it went well. Yeah, I'll update in a few weeks when I get this letter and everything, and hopefully I'm still as happy as I am now, and no other massive hurdle comes up. But yeah, I'm feeling really good at the moment. Alright, I'll see you.